Hello guys. So again I'm here in my channel. I know it's been a long time that I haven't uploaded any video, but this will be the video for agriculture note aspect. This will be the first lecture video in the agriculture notes, and today we'll discuss regarding the cropping systems of different intercropping methods as well as different ecological terms. So this will be a basic information regarding the definitions of the ecological terms and the different agricultural cropping systems. So I hope it will help to the graduation and master students alone, and it will helpful for the farmers as well. So we'll start with the lecture note today.
So guys, let's start with today's lecture now. So what we are going to study today, that is lecture on the crop ecology, crop ecosystem, agroecology and the cropping system. So we are going to discuss a brief on these topics, as it's a very basic topic and that will be help so much to the agri graduate students and the master degree students also, because this topic is mainly related to agroecology and the cropping system patterns, which is very basic and important to know by the students. So firstly we will discuss regarding the concept of crop ecology. This is the definition, that is plant ecology is a subdiscipline of the ecology which studies the distribution and the abundance of the plants, the effects of environmental factors upon the abundance of plants, and the interactions among the between plants and the organisms. So basically it's a relationship between the plants and among the organisms what they are having, that is known as the crop ecology. Then if you talk about crop ecology, that is mainly important in the aspect of the ecology term when we are going for the ecology method. Then we are going to discuss regarding the agroecology, because it's a part of agriculture and we are mainly focusing on the ecology of the agriculture aspect. So agroecology is the study of the ecological process that operate in the agricultural production systems mainly. So in the agricultural crops where the agricultural production system is working, there mainly the agroecology is important. So agroecology study a variety of agroecosystem, and the field of the agroecology is not associated mainly. So this is the mainly related to the method in the farming, where we'll apply this method and we are going to discuss regarding those aspects also. Then we are going to discuss agroecology is not mainly certain management practices such as the use of natural enemies in the place of insecticide or polyculture in place of monoculture. These are the aspects which we can discuss mainly. Instead, agroecologists may study questions related to the four systems of properties, agroecosystems, and the productivity and the stability also, and sustainability and equability. Because why right now, if you are going for the method what we are adopting in the agriculture, that is mainly we are focusing on the sustainable thing, which is very much important in the coming days. So that is very much important to discuss. Then we are moving to the agroecosystem. We all know about the ecosystem regarding, but we are mainly focusing on agriculture, that's why we are discussing here the agroecosystem thing. This is a very basic lecture regarding the brief of different terms. So right now I am discussing agroecosystem. An agroecosystem is the basic unit of the study of agroecology only, and it is somewhat defined as the spatially and the functionally the coherent unit of the agriculture activity, like how the agriculture activities are related to each other in the organism, the living organism and the non-living organisms. Then if you are going for the agroecosystem viewed as a subset of the conventional ecosystem, and as the name implies, at the core of an agroecosystem lies the human activity of the agriculture, like how human activities can be done in the field and how it is related to the agriculture mainly we are focusing on. Then the main topic, that is agriculture production and system and the cropping system. We all know the basic important part of the agriculture study is the different cropping system, how they are growing and how it can be a good manner in the field. So cropping system comprises all the components required for the production in the particular crop of interrelationship between them and the environment. So it is mainly implies the different management aspects in between the cropping, from the sowing of seed till the harvesting. That is, we are known about cropping system mainly. And the major objective of the cropping system are mainly, first one is efficient utilization of the all resources, because we are like mainly destroying our resources which is present in the environment. So right now it is a very urgent need to use the proper resources. That's why IAM everything is coming out. The next topic, that is maintaining stability in the production, because right now what we are seeing, after using so much fertilizer in the field, after a certain amount of fertilizer uses, the amount of yield is getting very much decreased. So maintaining the stability in the production is very much important. So right now every government and every agriculture is mainly focusing on that thing, how to improve the production level and obtaining a higher return, because everything is mainly focusing on this thing only, how we can get the cost benefit ratio much more than the right now's process. Because in a current days, how much we are getting, that is far more better than the 70s or the 50s. But right now we are focusing on the population level, and the land capability is getting very worse, like land availability is getting lesser and lesser day by day. So we need to target on the method that how we can improve the crop productivity mainly in the field. So right now we are going to discuss about the different cropping system which is mainly important. Firstly, we are going to discuss the intercropping method, like growing of the two or more crops simultaneously on the same piece of the land, which like mainly definite like with a row pattern, like we'll have a row pattern in the field condition where we can grow it. Then major objective of the intercropping, today's lecture is mainly like focusing on the intercropping aspect, because it is the need of the hour right now, because land is getting lesser by day and we need to grow much more crop in a single land. So the major objective of this intercropping is insurance of against the total crop failure under the aberrant weather conditions in pest epidemics. Because what happens sometimes in a area like flooding or something happens, or the pest attack can happen, by that thing what happens, the yield condition of the area get very much minimizes. So on that note, we need to grow much more crop in a single land so that we can have the ample amount on the food. Then increase in total productivity per unit land area, it is also very much important, because increase in the total productivity per unit land area is the need of the hour. Because we are going for hydroponics, we are going for aeroponics, everything, but the culture which is happening in the soil, that is the most important, and we are focusing on that thing only. But by using the pesticides and the fertilizer, the improvement is getting right now, but after a certain time it's going to be very less. So we need to focus on the sustainability of the soil also, and we need to target on the increase in the total productivity per unit land area. Then judicious utilization of the resources such as land, labor and inputs, because it is the most important part of the farming, because if you are using much more resources, then the cost benefit ratio will be very less. Then types of intercropping, what are the different types of the intercropping we are going to discuss. First one we are targeting, that is companion cropping. What happens in companion cropping, it is a planting of different crops in a proximity for pest control, pollination or providing habitat for the beneficial creatures, maximizing the use of space and the otherwise increase the crop productivity. So what we can do, we can choose like different 4 or 5 crops which will be companion to each other, which will be like like wheat, radish, cabbage, sugar beet, etc. with potato we can grow, where the pollination providing habitat will be much more for the other insects and others, and the productivity will be high in a single land. Then parallel cropping. Parallel cropping is also like one of the very common intercropping method, in which 2 crops are selected which have different growth habitats and have zero competition between each other. That is like green gram or the black gram, like that we can grow for that thing. Then the next one is like if you are talking about an intercropping method, that is mixed cropping. Mixed cropping, we all know, like growing two or more crops simultaneously with no distinct row arrangement, because in the mixed cropping there will be no definite row arrangement. That is the main difference with the intercropping and the mixed cropping. Like it is a type of intercropping, but here there is no definite row pattern mainly. Then multi-story cropping, it is also getting very much popularity right now. Multi-story cropping is basically very simple thing. Like we are going for the different height of the plant, like a long height plant will be grown with a short height plant, so that their utilization of the land will be much more better than the normal cropping. Then there is method of sequence and sequential cropping, that is growing of two or more crops in a quick succession of the same land or farming. That is we also tell it like as a relay cropping also. Depending on the number of the crops grown in a year, it is called as double, triple or quadruple cropping involving 2, 3 or 4 crops respectively. So these are some examples of, like, you know, sequence cropping, like where double, triple and like quadruple cropping is happening. Like in double you can see rice, potato we can go for, then mustard, sorghum we can go for, then triple cropping rice, potato, groundnut and cowpea, mustard, jute, etc. And in the last one we can go for like kharif, groundnut, leafy vegetables and wheat, summer and green gram. There are much more examples which you can follow also. Then ratoon cropping, it is not that much popular in the aspect of intercropping, but it is very important in the field of agriculture, because ratoon cropping, where we are using a type of sequential cropping, but we are regrowing like different parts of the plant which can be used for the growing of the crop. Like you can see here sorghum like can be used in ratoon cropping. Then sugarcane is the most popular one where we can go for the ratoon cropping. Then relay cropping, it is also a one type of sequential cropping where growing two or more crops simultaneously during the part of a life cycle of each other, like succeeding crops planted before the harvesting of the preceding crop. Like in this method, what is the benefit? Mainly the labor cost is very less and the management is very easy. So in the different part of the India, relay cropping is very much popular among the farmers. Then we are going from the last one, that is LA cropping. In this method, food crops grown in the LA is formed by hedgerow intercropping. It is recommended for the humid tropics mainly. In semi-arid region of India, LA cropping provides fodder during the dry period. It is mainly if you'll focus, it is mainly focused for the fodder crops. We are growing the fodders in the LAs in between the hills, and we can grow the fodder for the farming animals. So these are the aspects which we have discussed in this topic, that is the intercropping part and the cropping system. And if you are going from other method, there is monocropping, which is very much popular among the cropping system, in where we are going for only one single crop in a field. So we will discuss that later, monocropping aspect, like which are the benefits and the other thing. It will be a next topic whenever we are going to upload it. So thank you.